Quickly before we get into this video, I'd like to give a shout out to Heatwave for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to pick up cheap and reliable Rocket League items on one of the most trusted sites on the internet, make sure you actually check them out. First link in the description. You can buy and sell your Rocket League items and use code ZenicOfficial at checkout for 3% off your orders. Do you guys want to be in with the chance of winning this Trigon mystery decal on my card right now, or £20 worth of V-Bucks to spend whatever you want on Fortnite? All you've got to do is subscribe to me and Laytxn, link in the description, leave a like on the video and comment your details down below. That is it. The winner will be announced in the next channel update. And after just a little bit of time, we actually do manage to get this trade on, get ourselves another Heatwave. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Now today I'm bringing another Rocket League video. In this today's video, we have got episode 8 of the brand new series, going from one PCT grade all the way up to the titanium white Octane. So if you guys are unaware of what this series is, basically I'm going to be trading from one PCT grade and building myself up and teaching you guys as well how you can make loads of profit and loads of tips and tricks on how you can make that profit and build your inventory up, and eventually I'm going to get myself that titanium white Octane. But if this is your first time seeing this series on the channel, make sure to click the link in the description. What that link will do is take you down to a place where you can watch every other episode, so you can pretty much see where I've come from. And two of my good friends, Laytxn Sexy Dishwasher, are both doing a series on their channel as well. They're basically going from one hypnotic to the hypnotic set. So if you want to see that, click on their channels. Their links will be down in the description. But make sure you watch this video first and then go check out their videos after. And if you guys do want to see more of this series on the channel, make sure to smash that like button right now. 300 likes in the first day of this video being released, and I'll bring a brand new episode in just a couple of days time. And if you guys have not already, make sure to smash that subscribe button right now and turn on those post notifications so you can keep up to date with every single brand new video I upload to the channel. And without further ado, let's get straight into this episode. I hope you guys enjoy. So the very first trade of this whole episode is basically me selling my samurai and getting myself 2 non-crate very rares, because you guys know how much profit, and I can suggest that as well. Get yourself these non-crate very rares and then eventually stack them up. Get yourself some BMDs, and then with the BMDs, obviously, you have got position, because when you have the BMDs, you can pretty much get any item in the game. You can get any painted item, because a lot of people actually do overpay for the BMDs. But basically here, I'll just sell a samurai because it's obviously the hype of it's completely gone. And getting myself these non-crate very rares, like I said before, is going to get me a load of BMDs. The next trade I come across is a guy that wants to buy my Tachyon. He said he has a load of crates, and obviously the Tachyon is completely died. I don't really care about it at all. It's an import from the Turbo series, which obviously has roulettes and Kalos wheels, and they're completely worthless, as well as all the other items in it. So I don't really mind getting rid of my Tachyon. Getting myself one Nitro crate and 2 Triumph crates is actually pretty good, because that's easily over a PCC. And getting myself even a Nitro probably be good for this Tachyon. So getting that sort of offer is actually a really good trade. And then with the crates I recently bought, I find a guy that has some non-crate very rares and he wants to get some crates in. And obviously I put up the stuff that I recently, I literally just got then, which was the 2 Triumph crates and 1 Nitro crate. And that guy actually just said, why not do 2 non-crate very rares? It's just easily 2 PCCs. So getting myself 2 PCCs technically for that Tachyon just in 2 trades is actually insane, because like 2 PCCs is nearly half of a Tora. So getting half of a Tora just for that one Tachyon, it works out. It's actually pretty good. So I'll just happily take that trade. Then with the non-crate very rares I recently bought, I find a guy that has a biomass and he wants to buy some. And obviously I'm not going to pay more than 6, because normally I pay around 5 for a Tora. So 6 is a little bit more of an ad, obviously, for the biomass. But I'm not doing 7 because I see people actually doing lab. Maybe a hex if I'm lucky. I could probably get myself either a hex or even a lab. I'll probably take a lab for 7. But still getting myself a biomass for 6 non-crate very rares is actually pretty good, because that works. That's around 6-7 PCCs max for the biomass, and that's around a price I'd normally pay, so that's a decent trade. I then find a guy that wants to buy my non-crate stuff, and obviously I don't mind selling most of it, because most of the time I get offered BMDs or even painted exotics. And this guy actually did say he could do his pink zombies for it, and then he changed his mind and actually put in some grey zombies for technically 3 to 4 PCCs. Actually very good deal, because the zombies were PCC, which is obviously the worst version of the zombie, but at least I can get myself maybe a lab or a hex out of it. And considering I'm paying 3 to 4 PCCs for it, that's actually incredible. It's just going to take a very long time to shift the zombies, but eventually I will be able to do it. And then after a little bit of time, I find a guy that wants to buy my Black Octavians, and he says he has a Tora, but he wants a little bit of ads, and I was completely fine with doing that. He also wanted to check if they weren't grey, because obviously the black does look a little bit grey in the picture. But I added the GG, the Clown, and the Septon, because that's literally all I have. Look at my inventory. It's all just with loads of expensive stuff. So I couldn't do more than that. But I really don't want to. So pretty much I just did the Octavians and a tiny bit of ads. And getting myself a Tora. A Tora is actually decent, because I'll eventually flip that for crates or non-crate very rares. And then with the Tora I've recently bought, I listed up on the look of a group for Xbox. And basically, this guy said that he had a mad overpay for it, and I was completely fine with doing that, because I just wanted to see what loads of people have, because loads of people at the moment are offering like really hard to sell and bad items for Tora. So this guy actually did put in 2 non-crate very rares, a PCC crate, 2 nitros, and a load of imports, a load of other crates. And obviously, the painted crown is probably worth nothing, but still, all of the stuff I just got there is a mad overpay for Tor. I'll probably get myself a Hex if I wait long enough for all the stuff he just gave me. And then finally, I find myself a Heatwave that I'm actually going to buy, and I offer him a Trigon, some grey zombies, which are obviously the ones I picked up earlier, which are PCC, so not that good. And then obviously a biomass to add a little bit as well, because the Trigon I was finding quite hard to sell to get bubbly or even like 20x and decent ads. And then obviously the zombies really hard to sell at the moment. Biomass is decent, but even so, getting myself a heat and obviously the 2 non-crate rare, the 2 non-crate rares will eventually go into a non-crate very rare, which is obviously 1 PCC, and then the lone wolf just adds a little bit. So even so, that's still a decent trade considering the stuff I gave is quite hard to sell. And then knowing in my head I can actually get quite a lot for the non-crate stuff, I obviously found myself a guy that has a road hog, which is obviously sky blue, not worth absolutely anything at all. Probably a PCC at max, but obviously I can't do a PCC because I would rather have a PCC crate than just one of those imports, because obviously PCC crates have dropped a tiny bit, but they're still really like high in demand. A lot of people want them, so I offered this guy a Triumph. He said sure. He just did it for a Triumph crate. Obviously, that's a little bit less than a PCC, so that's a little bit of profit I've made off that trade. Then I eventually find a guy that is doing Slipstream and a biomass for my 20XX, and I really can't complain about that, because I've been looking so long, literally for about a week, maybe a week and a half. I've been trying to find a guy that would do slip and biomass for my 20XXs. Obviously, every single time I get a 20XX, I pay a Slipstream and a Tora. So eventually getting myself this biomass and a Slipstream was a huge relief, because if I ever need to get the 20XX back, like I said, Slip and Tora is the price I will pay, but I'll be happy to get that, because the biomass is actually a little bit of ads, and I can easily get myself a lab, and then a little bit of ads with the labyrinth, get myself a Hex, and then that'll be quite easy to sell. So that is the final trade I've got for this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. We actually made so much profit, and we obviously got ourselves that Heatwave. And with the Heatwave now, we're probably going to list it up saying Heatwave and loads of different ads. And eventually, we will get ourselves that white Octane. Next episode, if we don't get that white Octane, obviously I'm just going to be flipping everything into heats. Probably selling the black dices for a bubbly or something. I'm not too sure yet. But I just want to keep on getting loads of different BMDs. And eventually, when I stack up on loads of BMDs, we'll try and buy that white Octane. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that like button right now. 300 likes, and I'll put a brand new episode in just a couple of days' time. Subscribe and turn on those post notifications if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys next time.